I'm finally home. Yay. I don't know what kind of layout I want to have for this channel anymore because I started it while I was in Europe and I don't want to sit here in front of the camera at my desk and talk. If that makes sense. In fact, you know what? I might actually do this. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jack Falls. I record horror video games and I like to scream at them quite a lot on a gaming channel that I have that is linked in the description below if you think that would be interesting to you. I'm finally home. I don't know how much you keep up with this channel, but last post and the post before that, I was in Spain, and now I'm not in Spain, and I'm very happy to be home. I was very happy when I landed in San Francisco because I saw a sign that said "Welcome to California," and I was like really happy to see that. Speaking of my Europe trip, I actually got a comment from one of you guys and I wanted to touch on it a little bit before we got started, but also like have that be kind of a key point of the video, if that makes sense. Somebody named Jade said, "I'd love to see a bit of your perspective on being yourself while traveling through all these countries, if that makes sense. Every time I travel, I always feel so me, and then I come home and it feels like the regular me. I don't know how to explain it, but I'd love to hear your perspective on yourself and how traveling has influenced you, your ego, thoughts, and how it makes you feel." I've never traveled before this trip, and that was a very big experience for me. I'm gonna start with before the trip, if that's okay, because it kind of ties into the rest of my response. So before my trip, I was very workaholic regarding content creation. Like I had mentioned in the first video that I posted on the channel, I was very passionate and very like, I need to get this done, and I got like so much footage done and like completely edited and everything absolutely ready, and I had it all scheduled for the entire month that I was gone and this month, and I wanted to get as caught up as possible because I wanted to try and work as little as I could in August because I'm going to college on the 9th. But that also like really isolated me from my friends, and I didn't want to hang out with them. Nearing the end of high school and up until like right before I graduated, my social battery was drained, and I didn't even want to hang out with, I didn't want to hang out with anybody. My social battery was beyond drained. I was really hoping that this trip that I was going to go on was going to refill that social battery. Spoiler alert, it did, but not in the way that I had hoped. I remember I got on the plane and I was walking up the little like ramp to get up onto the plane, and I was so happy that I was by myself. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I just sat and I listened to my music, and I was just alone. And that is all I had needed. But what I didn't realize was that's all that I needed. I would start missing everybody really soon. By week 2, I was really upset, and something really bad had happened in our friend group that I'm not going to touch on, but it really affected me. And I was 5,000 miles away from home, and I was alone. I felt like I couldn't really talk to my grandparents about it because they're very analytical, and they're very like, "You're in Paris, it shouldn't affect you this much, you just need to let it go," and and like, while they have a point, like, it was bad. Yeah, I was dealing with that alone, and it was not cool. It sucked. But I didn't feel like I was different in a sense of like, oh, I'm an entirely new human. I felt different as in like, I'm not who I am. And I think that's because I tend to be a very social person. Up until recently, I would only record videos with my friends. My best videos will always be videos with my friends because that's when I get to really shine and be who I want to be. It sucks being so far away and so isolated for me, and probably for you too if you're watching this. I was so happy to come home. And honestly, I hate the town that I live in. It's stupid hot, and it's really redneck, and I'm just not that at all. It made me realize, though, that the things that I do have here, I can't get anywhere else. That's kind of what being away from home showed me, was that the things that I have here can't be replicated. I can't take the friends that I have for granted because these people aren't everywhere. I don't want to say traveling's not fun for me. Traveling was a lot of fun, but it would be a lot more fun if I had my people, and I need to be around my people. I just felt very in the ground a lot. I hope that answers your question. I don't know. I kind of got distracted a couple times. I hope that answers it the best way I could. So what's next for Jack Falls? I kind of want to make this like series. I kind of want to give this series a name, like Pillow Talk. I was thinking about that as I was starting this recording because I'm laying in bed and like pillow talk would be cool, I think. Anyways, what's next for Jack Falls? I totally got sidetracked. Unpacking. which I need to unpack, like, bad. Unpacking, I need to record Secret of the Mimic and, like, 4 other horror games. And then I need to edit all that and get that done before I go to college. I just need to get everything recorded before I go to college. I'm really nervous for college, if I'm completely honest. I'm in a very extensive acting program, and I don't know if I'm going to have time for content. We're going to find out. I'm going to find a way, because I was watching the Weekly Slap earlier, like right before I started recording this, and something that Schlatt said, it was like, you need to focus on your future and then work on your passions on the side. If you love it, you'll find a way to do it. And I think that makes sense. In my previous video, I mentioned, oh, I've got X amount of time to do this, otherwise I'm going to be cooked. I'm not going to be cooked. You know, I was watching the Schlatt and Mr. Beast interview that they did on this Weekly Slap, and like, it took Schlatt 8 years. It took Mr. Beast 9 years. Like, I've got time in my endeavors when it comes to content creation. It's not like I have to get famous tomorrow, is what I'm saying. All I need to do is just enjoy the process. And I thought I had to be, you know, terminally locked in, and like I had to become something right now, otherwise it would never work. So I'm glad that I kind of have that assurance that I can do things that will help me in my future, while also having another path that would be more fun, and I can just work on that on the side. Essentially not worry about it as much. So that helps quite a bit. There's been a lot of things going on in my life that I cannot wait to talk to you guys about. I need to share things. I really hate the content personality and human personality disconnection in social media nowadays. I don't think that we should dehumanize content creators because you watch them and they're funny on a screen. I lost my train of thought. I'm really tired. I didn't go to bed till like 3. Last night was a really rough night. I'm gonna watch back on the footage. I genuinely just like really lost my train of thought really bad. That we should dehumanize content creators. Oh, I was talking about dehumanizing content creators. That's what it was. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I got it. I think that people forget that content creators are humans as well. Like, there is nothing that makes me cooler than you, the person watching this video. Just because I took the time to learn how to edit a video and I have like some sort of sense of humor doesn't mean that I'm better or cooler than you. And that goes along with absolutely every single person on this platform. Being cool is some stupid social construct that people who are insecure about themselves created. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm the popular kid, I'm so cool. Shut up. If you actively try to be cool or one of the cool kids, then you're lame. You're cool if you're yourself. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's and Steven Universe and all this weird kid shit, but you pretend that you don't because you need to have your mysterious aura, then you're a loser in my book. There's nothing cooler, more attractive, and like appealing in a friendship than being your fucking self. Stop trying to be somebody that you aren't. It's annoying and it's corny and it's lame. That goes hand in hand with dehumanizing content creators, because people look at content creators like they're on some sort of pedestal and they're like the best thing to ever grace this earth, when they're just a person. We're just human. There's nothing that makes you different than the people that you watch. They just so happen to be on a stage that people can watch. That's it. Everyone is human. So stop trying to be better than anyone else. I just think that there's so much emphasis put on people that create. What is up with my hair back here? Holy crap. I think that we just look up to content creators too much and we put them on this godlike pedestal, and we just need... They're just people. If I get famous, I'm just a person. Maybe I'm saying this in a very ill way, but like, I don't know how else to word it. So I'm just gonna say that and apologize if I offend anyone that, you know, makes content. Because that's not what I'm trying to do. And I hope you realize what I'm trying to say. I'm just possibly saying it wrong. And feel free to comment it in any better way, and I'll pin it, because that would be amazing. There's this thing that Brie Larson said in an interview, and she was like, sometimes people will walk up to me and ask for a picture, and I'll say no, and I'll instead, if I'm not busy, I'll ask, hey, do you just like want to go on a walk or go get a coffee? Dude, if I'm not busy, if I get recognized in public and you're like,
oh my gosh, you're Jack Falls, you're Volcano 5. Oh my gosh, can I get a picture? I'm gonna say, yeah, you can get a picture, but I'm also gonna be like, hey, if you're not busy, do you want to go get like a coffee or something? Let's have a conversation. There's something so beautiful about human interaction, and it's lost. It's very lost nowadays, and we need to like bring it back. And it's primarily social media's fault, and that's crazy that I'm saying this on a social media platform. But I think it'd be cool to like be able to sit down and have that human interaction rather than that influencer fan interaction. You know, I think I'm gonna go take a shower. Anyways, I'm back in town, and I'm back home, and I'm very happy to be back home. And I'm glad that I get to sleep in my own bed, which I got a new one, because I used to have the bunk bed. This is the bed now. What do we think? This is my do-rag that was given to me by my friend Jordan. Love Jordan. There's my Spider-Man poster. You guys don't really get to see that. And also that blue and black jacket right there, that's my Spider-Man jacket. I hope you enjoyed my little rant. I love every single individual that watched this video. You mean the world to me. Please feel free to leave a comment and share your mind. Ask for advice on some topics. I will love to give you some advice as soon as I can. Make sure to subscribe to the main channel because I've got some cool stuff going on there. I've got a couple series that I want to work on. A couple series. I have ideas that I want to capitalize on. Anyways, I love you. Bye.